Osrc News at 7. Governor Ayedatiwa inaugurates 12 new commissioners, reaffirms commitment to welfare of Ondo State citizens. Akure residents laud Ayedatiwa over partial removal of dividers along Oba Adeshida Road. Court sentences Bobrisky to 6 months in prison for Naira abuse. And from the foreign scene, Russia sends military trainers air defense system to Niger Republic.
Hello, thank you for joining us on the news tonight. I am Sahid Aribisala. Ondo State Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa has renewed his commitment not to allow the interests of the people suffer neglect in any way. Governor Ayedatiwa, at the inauguration of new members of the State Executive Council, said the event was not merely about expanding the scope of the council, but to also ensure that more of competent, credible and result-oriented hands are brought on board to accelerate the development of the state. The governor, who applauded the good people of the state for their steadfastness, support and loyalty to his administration, noting that they have been the source of inspiration, fortifying his government with the required tonic drive and commitment to carry out the act of good governance. Government House correspondent Wahab Ankole reports that the governor congratulated the new appointees and charged them to join hands with him to raise the bar of impactful governance. The report is presented from our studio.
The arrival of Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa at the Koko Conference Hall of the Governor's Office in Akure underscored the importance of the swearing-in ceremony of new members of the State Executive Council. In his address of welcome, Secretary to the State Government Tayo Oluwatuyi charged the new appointees to carry out the new assignment with dedication and allow their decision to be guided with the principle of fairness and equity.
As we embark on this journey together, I urge you to reflect on the solemn responsibilities that come with the position you are about to assume. The path you are about to take is more than just a formality. It is a pledge of loyalty to the people, a promise to uphold the values of integrity, justice, and equity, and a commitment to work tirelessly for the betterment of our community and Ondo State.
It was time for the new appointees to take the oath of office and allegiance, followed by the signing of the oath book. Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, who renewed his commitment to prospering the state and the people for overall development, reaffirmed his determination to make dividends of good governance available to people of the state. Governor Ayedatiwa appreciated members of the State House of Assembly for the speedy screening as well as confirmation of the commissioners' nominee and congratulated the new appointees on their new positions. The governor highlighted some achievement of his administration towards making life more prosperous for people of the state.
I must confess that you have been our source of inspiration, fortifying us with the required tonic, drive, commitment, and energies to carry on the art of good governance. Without you, we dare not imagine coming this far and being impactful on many fronts. As a government, we shall keep to our sacred resolve to preserve the enormous goodwill you have bestowed on us and to always champion your yearnings and aspirations.
Ayedatiwa noted that apart from their own homegrown initiative in setting up an agriculture and food security committee that is working round the clock to boost food sufficiency, his administration is also into an effective collaboration with the federal government and other corporate entities to stimulate food production, availability, and affordability in the state. He promised that in keeping with the dynamics of security, His government is rejigging and fortifying the security architecture such that the security of lives and welfare of the people remain on the front burner of policy implementation.
We continue to deliver the dividends of democracy to the good people of Ondo State. Limitations of time and space might not permit us to chronicle all that we have done within the short time of my assumption of office. However, I must make a terse reference to the smiles we have brought on the faces of workers and pensioners by offsetting salary arrears, more particularly January 2017, and 1.2 billion gratuity of 2024 retirees.
Responding on behalf of others, Dr. Banji Ajaka thanked the governor for the opportunity with a promise to justify their appointment by adding value to the current impactful governance in the state. The newly inaugurated two commissioners are Segun Ayerin, Olalu Akindolire, Amidu Takuro, Dr. Banji Ajaka, Boyi Ologbese, Sunday Akinwalire, Dickiness Lola Fagbemi, and Saka Yusuf Ogunleye. Others are Gbenga Olaniyi, Rashid Badmus, Olayato Aribo, and Adewale Akinlosotu.
Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa will tomorrow resume his tour of the 18 local government areas of Ondo State ahead of the governorship primary of the All Progressives Congress APC, with visits to Ondo West, Ileoluji, Okegbo, and Ondo East. On Sunday, the governor and his entourage will proceed to Akure North and Idori, while party leaders his entourage in Odigbo, Okitipupa, and Ilaje on Monday. Aiyedatiwa was greeted by a large crowd in Igbaoke on his commencement of his tour at the Federal Council area. The governor is expected to use the week-long tour to carry along party faithful in his quest to clinch the ticket of APC in next week's primary election. Now, who will wear the crown and fly the flag of the All Progressives Congress APC as candidate in the November 2024 governorship election in Ondo State? Well, that is a question which the primary election of the party scheduled for April 20 will provide answers to. Currently, 16 individuals, including incumbent governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, have thrown their hats into the ring to clinch the ticket. In this report, Osrc spotlights the pedigree and aspirations of contestants, as well as the thoughts of political watchers. The report.
Aside from the fact that they are indigents, the pool of aspirants vying for the ticket of All Progressives Congress APC ahead the November 2024 governorship election is a mixture of many different things. Osrc's findings indicate that all except one are individuals from the Southern Senatorial District extraction, a scenario that seems to confirm the unwritten rule of power rotation in the state's political landscape. Incumbent Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa is among the aspirants vying for the party's ticket. He is going into the race with his record of excellent performance while in the saddle as governor and hopes to continue the developmental trajectory of the state.
We have a clear agenda to sustain Ondo State on the path of glory of development. Life must be more meaningful to our people.
Felix Onyeye is a relatively new name in the political bloc. He is a retired brigadier general in the Nigerian army, promising to move the state economy from consumption to production. Olusholauke, a senior advocate of Nigeria, is seeking to be trusted with the ticket of the APC, having behind him a record of aspiring to be governor 3 times.
We need to open up our forest resources. We need to open up our coastal resources, and we need to explore our mineral resources.
Information technology expert Soji Enlao has thrown his hat into the ring, expressing his intention to turn the state around economically, politically, and socially. Former chairman Ondo State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission Osopadek Olugbenga Edema, 3-time Finance Commissioner Wale Akinterewa, and lawyer Morayo Lebi have since secured the expression of interest and nomination forms, all with pledges to advance the state. Fumilayo Wahid Adekojo, the only aspirant aspirant from the northern district of the state, and Folakemi Omogoroye are the two women looking to break the jinx and become occupier of the #1 seat. Business mogul Senator Jimo Ibrahim and APC National Vice Chairman South Isaac Kekemeke are two individuals also in the mix.
Any country, any community, any state, any group of people that cannot feed themselves cannot be talking about development.
Ife Oyedele, an engineer, House of Representatives member Jimmy Odimayo, former commissioner in the National Public President of Nigerian Medical Association Professor Dayo Faduile, and two-time House of Reps member Mayowa Kefolari are aspirants seeking support across the state. As the shadow election draws near, party faithful as well as political watchers have expressed hope that a formidable candidate will emerge in a transparent process.
Expecting that the election must come and it must be peaceful.
Aspirants, and there are several aspirants, there always have been aspirants. But I think the question is, what is any of them bringing to the table that has not been there before? What new approach are they giving? They plan to give governance in Ondo State that we have not witnessed before? The truth of the matter is that Ondo State has gone through so much since its formation in 1976, since its creation in 1976. There can only be one winner. And what the winner does is to also bring everybody to...
The primary election of APC is scheduled to hold on April 20 across the 203 wards in Ondo State. Sahid Aribisala, Osrc News.
We're going to take a break. On the news at 7, we'll be back with more stories. Please stay.
Hello, my bro. Man, the rain is so heavy here. And there's so much traffic. I think we should postpone, huh?
Not a chance. Aisha.
We don't quit, guys. I'll be there.
Done.
Two files received.
I'm on my way. Take first right in 50 meters and you're there.
Copy that. Aisha, where are you?
Guess where?
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Move. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Runway X.
The future of fashion showcasing.
Very impressive. How did you pull that off?
With Nigeria's top tech talents.
And Glow.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data. Glow with pride.
Thank you for rejoining us on videos tonight. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng. Subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. Residents of Akure, the Ondo State capital, are beginning to heave a sigh of relief over the partial removal of the concrete barricades at Ojaoba along Obadeshida Road in Akure. According to the residents, the road divider had posed a major challenge for them, hindering commercial activities around the area. Joy Pius reports that the move attests to government's commitment to making life convenient for the masses. The report.
In 2021, Ondo State government, under the leadership of former Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, erected these concrete medians to demarcate the Oba Adeshida Road in Akure in order to avert the build-up of traffic along the route, occasioned by incessant incursion of buyers and sellers onto the road corridor. After the demarcation, reactions followed, with some residents decrying the challenges faced while using the pedestrian bridge to cross to either sides of the road, which they say deprived them access to the busier area of the market. Upon receiving several complaints from members of the public, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, on assumption of office, made efforts to reduce the burden experienced by the people along the axis by removing some of the road divides, paving way for commuters to navigate more freely. According to commuters, The move is laudable as it helps reduce stress and saves time, while calling on the government to still intensify efforts at removing more.
Apart from the fact that it's saving time to go climb and to go as far as that place, and it's a lot of effort. I think removing this block makes crossing a little bit easier for those who want to go from one, instead of going all the way to that end, just move to this place and then cross to the other side. I think it's better from what it used to be.
It makes it even easier than before. It's very good for the government to remove at least 2 of it out of it. Likewise, the other one.
A try by removing it, because now much stress when the place they blocked for both customers and all those old women where they cross from neighboring town, because before na neighboring town we dey call am. So before they go cross, it will take them to go turn. While some, it will cost them money to enter transport.
Before we collect money from them, so people will pay 300 just to cross here. They have to collect 300 from them to go like this. So now they use leg pass.
It's nice, like it's very, very preferable, rather than taking a log walk or going to the bridge to cross over. But people like us, I don't like taking the bridge. So for me to see a place I can pass to cross over, I'm actually grateful. It's very
The special advisor to the governor on infrastructure, lands and housing, Joseph Babalola, said government plans to ensure the residents carry out their activities around the area without stress, hence the removal of some of the barricades.
The most important thing is this: a leader should be able to listen to the voice of his people, and not that it's the voice of the particular people that will actually be ordering his directions. No, but there are some things that are very critical and so passionate. The people you are leading, when they tell you these are the things that I expect this thing should be, look at it. There's what we call cost-benefit ratio in any form of decision, and we look at the cost-benefit ratio, and it got better that the people on this side be able to see the people on the other side. It's affecting the commercial activities there heavily. That's why the governor they have been pleading with the governor, and they had to remove that thing just one after the other. And by the grace of God, we're going to remove all, and then introduce still so that we'll be able to any activity.
For residents in
For any nation to thrive, it requires the full operation of skilled manual labor of various professions among Nigerians, especially the teeming youths who are basically relying on white-collar jobs for its sustenance. One of such lucrative professions is watch repairs, with such aid of experts especially around the southwest region of Nigeria. Omar Olambaji tracked the death of practitioners of the noble profession of watch repairs, the current trends and patterns, future as well as opportunities embedded in the profession.
Wristwatches serve both practical and aesthetic purposes in person.
I will easily check it from my hand, so I don't need to be asking from anybody. Maybe
can
such as to people, their stories, Mr. Callistus Ojima, popularly called Dr. CMO in Akure, the Ondo State capital, is a trained horologist through apprenticeship and also graduated from Yaba College of Technology, Lagos.
Before I saw the show was people used to watch it. It pays very well, whatever you do, you gain, But this time around, it's like it's not as before. Why? Because these mobile devices, mostly handset, makes it somehow difficult for a lot of people to use wristwatches, because of the fact that there are phones, a lot of people look or watch time on their phones. So because of this, the work is no more as it used to be.
Osrc Crow also visited another professional in Akure, Mr. Monday Isaac, who also been in the business for over a decade. According to him, he got attracted to the business after watching his friends making fortune from it in Lagos.
A friend that used to prepare the so sometimes I go to him, I stay there, and I see where people are patronizing him. That is why I keep watching the guy. And end of the day, I open up for him and say, my guy, I want to know about this.
A very vital point resonating from these two professionals is the consistent daily income benefited from the profession, which however requires optimum patience for perfect job to be achieved.
People think that this wristwatch repairing is for lazy people, because you have to sit in a place. But it's not. It's a thing that you enjoy. It's a good job that pays you money.
It's a good for that because I have to. And work depends how you present yourself and how you do work.
Able to take care of even graduates now. We are not capable to take care of them. You see people graduating every day, every year with nothing to do. So the best thing for them to look for one thing or the other to do so that they can take care of their family.
Skills is laying the foundation of brighter future of any nation towards attaining developmental goals in which watch repair profession is not excluded. The question now is that as statistics of people learning the work is dropping, what becomes the future of the profession? Omoyola Hungiji, Osrc News.
We've got another break. We'll be back with more stories. Just stay.
Iskilu, báwo la ti fẹ́ sanwó ni? Farabalẹ̀. 1,000. We go wash plate tire o. Farabalẹ̀ now.
Madam, èló lówó wa?
Brother, na 3,005.
Màá fún yín ní owó òpè káàdì Glo ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún 10,000.
Oh yeah.
Bring your phone.
Ha! 10,000.
10,000. People now wow. 1,000 naira credit. Now you dey turn to 10,000.
No. All of us don't know about Glo Berekete. Ní ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá nísìnyí.
Ṣé o ti gbọ́? Ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá ló máa gbà lórí iyekíye tó o bá rà sórí ohun ìpè Glo Berekete 10 times rẹ.
I told you. Now what go tell?
To more stories now, the Federal High Court in Lagos has sentenced controversial cross-dresser Idris Olariwaju, popularly known as Bobrisky, to 6 months imprisonment without the option of a fine for abusing the naira. Justice Abimbola Awoboro, while sentencing the convicts, said the judgment would be a deterrent to others who are found of abusing and mutilating the naira. Before the sentence, the judge asked about the sex, and he quickly replied that he was a man. Now, on the foreign scene, the FBI has expressed concern over the possibility of an organized attack in the United States, similar to the one that killed scores of people at a Russian concert all last month. The Bureau's director, Christopher Ware, told a House of Representatives panel, citing the agency's concerns about terrorism, to help persuade lawmakers boost funding for the FBI. Aderoke Kwali has more.
This is by no means a time to let up or dial back.
FBI Director Christopher Wray testifying before the House Budget Panel, expressing concerns about a possible organized attack in the United States, similar to the one that killed scores of people at a Russia concert hall last month.
As I look back over my career in law enforcement, I would be hard-pressed to think of a time where so many threats to our public safety and national security. But that is the case as I sit here today.
U.S. officials have been worried about the possibility of an attack inspired by the war between Israel and Hamas in Gaza, but Wray said concerns have escalated following the concert massacre in Russia that killed at least 144 people. He also pressed the lawmakers to renew a U.S. surveillance program set to expire this month, saying it was key to help fight against terrorist attacks.
An absolutely indispensable tool that Congress can give us in our fight against foreign adversaries is the reauthorization of Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. It is critical in securing our nation, and we are in crunch time with our 702 authority set to expire next week.
Wray cited the heaviest concern about terrorism to help persuade lawmakers to boost funding for the agency, but is likely to face a strong pushback from congressional Republicans, as the FBI has become a prime target for former President Donald Trump, who has called on Congress to slash the law enforcement agency funding, alleging that it has unfairly targeted him while going soft on his political enemies. As the FBI has become a prime target for former President Donald Trump, who has called on Congress to slash the law enforcement agency funding, alleging that it has unfairly targeted him while going soft on his political enemies. Aderunke Kolawole, Osrc News.
Russian military trainers have arrived in Niger with an air defense system and other equipment as part of the West African nation's deepening security ties with Moscow. Niger's military government agreed in January to step up military cooperation with Russia after expelling French forces that were helping fight armed rebellions in several Sahel nations. Russia's Ministry of Defense said it would help install an air defense system to ensure complete control of the country's airspace. And to end the news tonight, another look at the major stories. Governor Aiyedatiwa has inaugurated 12 new commissioners, reaffirming his commitment to welfare of Ondo State citizens. We also informed you that residents of Akure, the Ondo State capital, have lauded Governor Aiyedatiwa over partial removal of dividers along Obadeshida Road. We also informed you that in Lagos, a court sentenced popular Nigerian cross-dresser Bobrisky to 6 months in prison for naira abuse. And from the foreign scene, we informed you that Russia sends military trainers air defense system to Niger Republic. And that's the news tonight. Thanks for watching. Good evening.